Hi everybody, this is Kasper from BearEbike company, and today I'm gonna do the first episode of the video manuals. Each of you received 40 or so pages of instructions manual along with your bike. However, that's kind of a compressed knowledge, so we're gonna expand that through those videos. Enjoy! So, in today's episode, we're gonna go through the safety. By that, I mean what to do, what to wear, what kind of protection to buy, which, well, I won't mention the one not to buy. First of all, as I'm sure you know, helmet. I can't over-exaggerate how much a helmet is important. And do not ever buy like bicycle helmet or regular Harley-Davidson dedicated helmets and that kind of stuff. Motocross helmet, the one with jaw protection and with a space for goggles. Never ever get yourself a helmet with lowered, glass. No idea how to call that in English. Just the one with a space for dedicated goggles. And always first buy a helmet, then choose or select goggles that will fit that particular helmet. Never ever wear simple eyeglasses, even if those are certified eye protection gear. Don't. Just dedicated goggles that allow you to, well, get a perfect sight angle, so you don't have to, look over your shoulder just to look what's on your side, because you'll be losing trace of what's in front of you. Next thing is the color. The color is very important because it protects your head from, going totally over the edge. That's extremely important in case of, just banging your head sideways, not to damage your spine or throat. Those things can be nasty, as our Marek, who is behind the camera, can tell you. About 2 years ago, Marek got a very, very nasty blood clot right over his throat, and Marek will perhaps one day tell you in English how nasty that was, how much he struggled with that. Damaging your spine is something I don't even think I have to, mention. That's bad. Next thing, the chest and your torso, shoulders. What we absolutely recommend is getting yourself a proper body armor. The one with padding on your shoulders that protects your collarbones, because one of the most common damages our friends and customers get are broken collarbones. We have one friend in particular who, well, broke his collarbone and some extra bones. Right now he has a titanium plate, but shortly after that, his shoulder was, kind of shorter, and that looks very, very bad, very nasty. Also, torso protection. I don't think I have to mention that. I guess there's a lot of things I don't have to mention, but I mention them anyway. Not to break your ribs and damage your lungs in case of, well, hitting the handlebars or hitting any branches that will, just surprise you on the way. Going down, we have the armor should have a belt that protects your kidneys, your bowels, because when you go flying over the handlebar and hit the handlebar with your, well, belly, it most likely you won't notice anything on your skin. However, the pressure may damage your bowels, your kidneys, and that's most often leads to death. So be careful with that. Next, of course, the protection of shoulders. Those are very, very important, and elbows. Because most often when you fall, you're gonna fall on your elbow. That's kind of a habit you can't just cancel out. It just happens. So whenever you fall on your elbow, most likely you will damage your shoulder too, but also break your elbow. That body armor should best protect also, your butt and your tailbone, because I'm sure each of you as a kid just fell on those tailbones and know how much they hurt, but breaking a tailbone, that heals quite along. There's only thing to do with those kind of damages is just, getting painkillers. There's not much that can be done about that. So best to protect those areas too. Next are, are the pants that also protect your upper leg parts. So in case of a crash, fall, quite often when you hit your leg, there's no damage to the leg, but it might break your pelvis when the leg bone just slams into it, just pushes into. Going down, what we also recommend is getting an orthesis that, you know, kinda stabilizes your knees from going sideways and also limits the movement angle. The same with ankles. So what they do is they limit the movement angle, so it won't get, you know, sprained, twisted, that kind of stuff. And finally, going down are the boots. Well, those are not riding boots, of course. However, finally, the boots. Those are not riding boots, of course, in my case. But what they should have is a hard sole, hard toe clip, toe protection, so that they don't have to be motorcycle boots, because those will actually make you unable to feel the pedal under your leg, which is extremely important since those are, well, more like bicycles than motorbikes. And they should be over an ankle, higher than your ankle, just to stabilize, to give it some extra stabilization. In case of, you know, kind of tournaments, when you'll be joining other riders, when the area is wet, when it's raining, they will get wet very quickly. So what you might want to get is some heaters, shoe-dedicated heaters, like those kind that, you know, kind of gel bags that you put into boiling water for some time. Then you just, you know, crack that little metal bit inside that releases all the heat, and it keeps your feet warm for a couple of hours at least. You might also want to get more than one pair with you, so you just switch them out. And the gloves, the padding on the ankles, on the knuckles, so they protect you when you fall, but also the padding on the inside. That's a very important thing, because even with the best all-in shock absorbers, still what works most are the inside, are your palms. They will get a lot of vibrations, and and they will hurt like hell after a long day of riding. My colleague Piotrek over here can tell you about about hand injuries. He won't mention what he did, but well, I kind of imagine. So to wrap this up, this is the first episode of English bike care maintenance series of those video manuals. Next, we'll try to make them kind of regular, but those episodes will be released with a little bit delay compared to Polish language tutorials, since we have more people able to, you know, speak in front of the camera in Polish. However, we will cover everything you need to know. So leave us a comment if there's any area you would like us to, you know, make an extra comment on, or what we should cover next. However, those episodes will be released, and make sure to subscribe us so you won't miss any new episode.